한국 민요, 노래, and it's a little bit new, but it's based off of the old Arirang. And if you know it and you want to sing along, that would be so great. This is a song, kind of a 통일 노래, celebrating unity in one Hanbando, one peninsula. And I learned it in 2011 from friends in the peace community in Yongpyong. And then I got to play it in 2011 and 12, or 2012, with several new friends in Gangjangmao, which is a little village in Jeju Island. It's a beautiful village about the size of my hometown. It was a beautiful village. But for over 10 years, the villagers there, including many grandmother divers, the Haenyeo, have been trying to stop a military base, naval base, from being built. And 1 year ago, the base was finalized. It's got gymnasiums, sports complex, it's got a church, a cathedral, a Buddhist temple in it, and big walls, so all the people on the inside can celebrate safely on their base away from the dirty locals. And Gurumbi Bawi, the sacred rock there, has been dynamited. And there's a little piece of it left, and it's inside the base. And the base construction companies won a Green Energy Award for preserving a sacred rock. Never mind that they arrested hundreds of villagers and activists who were trying to save the whole rock and dynamited the rest so they could put the base in there. So, it's a hard story. But I learned this song and then I heard it sung many times there. I'd like to sing it with you. It's celebrating, Z is going to sing verse 2, and I think we'll leave out verse 3. But verse 3 is basically about Baekdu Mountain. And, yeah. So, our friend, our special guest, who we thought might sing verse 3, did not come tonight. So, so it celebrates different natural places. And the concept is it takes Baekdu Mountain in the far north, and then it takes Gumgang-san, Gumgang Mountain, near the middle, but still in North Korea, and then takes Holasan down at the far south, and then mentions the different rivers that run between, and then connects them all to Dokdo and to other places, and says, let's go together, and Arirang right now is very lonely, and so let's go together and find unity here. So I think it's so touching, so we'll go ahead and try it. And forgive me if I make a mistake on the lyrics. And Korean friends, if you want to sing with me, that would be wonderful. Oh, Anna, would you like to sing verse 3?
Clearly.
Oh, come on up. That would be... About Baekdu-san? Okay. Well, if you decide, we'll play an extra verse for you if you stand up. So, yeah. Anyone got a paper ready for Anna? In case
Yeah,
you...
here it is.
Okay. Let's go through it once with the instruments.
It doesn't have a third baby.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a third verse.
Yeah, that one doesn't
Oh,
have the
that's
verse.
so. Give me back the paper. That's embarrassing.
So you have to do it from memory. So.
No. Here. This is a different paper. Okay. No pressure, Annie. No pressure.
설악산 맑은 물로 동해 가는데 우리네 마음들은 어디로 가는가 언제쯤 우리는 만날까
아리랑 아리랑 도로 아리랑 아리랑 고개를 넘어가 보자 걸어가 힘들면 쉬어가더라도 손잡고 가보자 같이 고맙습니다. So, band friends, if you need to use the bathroom or get another beer, I'll do one solo song here, and then we'll go to our last little mini set. So, um, this next song has a story. Daung Norin is a Yena melody, old Kichak Hill melody, a train hopping song, train story, working song. It's a labor song. 미국에서 옛날에 흑인 남자들은 미국 백인 남자도 다른 직업이 있었어요. Have different jobs, separated, white and black, working. But this is one of the songs that both groups would sing. And it's a song about loneliness and being stuck on the train, wanting to get home. I'm 900 miles from my home, and I hate to hear that whistle blow. And so, a few years ago, I was playing this song a lot, and then I was also following the news of police brutality, as it has always been, but has also been more in the news recently, of American black men being shot and killed by American police, and government and mass media doing very little about it. So this song is the story of one of the thousands of incredible black men who have been martyred because U.S. can't face its own lies and wrong myths. And so this is the ballad of Eric Garner. Eric Garner lived in New York City, and he was harassed almost 40 times, documented over the years, by the local police. He was well known as a town peacemaker. He was soon to be a grandfather, and he was already a beloved father. And one day, like they had so many times before, he was quite poor, but he was also street educated, and he was known as a mentor in the community. He loved plants and trees and knew the parks very well. And just before the police bombarded him and attacked him on the day that he died, he had already been really busy breaking up a conflict with two younger men. And he was respected in the community as an elder of sorts. So most of us in popular culture know about the story just a little bit because of the famous and terrible lines, "I can't breathe." But the story is much worse than that in a way. So I wrote this song a few years ago, and I use it when I travel in the States, mostly when I'm singing to white people. Other people don't need to hear that maybe. Or singing to Koreans who have not heard the full story and just see major news. So this is the ballad of Eric Garner. Loud and famous New York City, famous for its lack of pity. That's where a man named Eric Garner used to live. He was big and black and proud, had friends and family all around. And despite so many hassles with police, Garner's neighbors knew him as a man of peace. Eric Garner was in town, so the cops all gathered round. They said he tried to sell some untaxed cigarettes. Garner said it wasn't true, but he broke a bigger rule. In a land where if you're black, then you're a threat. The cops showed everyone black lives don't matter yet. And he told the cops, I'm tired, I'm so tired of being harassed. It was a brave thing for a poor black man to say. And before he died, he cried, I can't breathe 11 times. Pantaleo grabbed his neck and threw him down. The other cops helped smash his face into the ground. And out in famous New York City, famous for its lack of pity, that's where a man named Eric Garner used to live. He was big and black and proud, had friends and family all around. And despite so many hassles with police, Garner's neighbors knew him as a man of peace. After Garner stopped resisting, well, the cops just stood there watching. And they picked his pockets and they rolled him on his side. Several minutes slowly passed, EMTs they come at last. No CPR, they said he still was breathing then. An hour later, Garner never breathed again. And the medical report said it was a homicide. It said they killed him when they wouldn't let him breathe. But there was no murder charge, seems it was never in the cards. Despite the testimonies and the video, the judge and jury said the cops were free to go. Out in famous New York City, famous for its lack of pity, that's where a man named Eric Garner used to live. He was big and black and proud, had friends and family all around. And despite so many hassles with police, Garner's neighbors knew him as a man of peace. Yeah, Eric Garner couldn't breathe with the system round his neck that kills a black man just for holding cigarettes. Home of the brave, land of the free, what's this mean to you and me? It's all a sham if black folks' lives don't matter yet. If you're not rich or white, then you don't matter yet. Some kind of freedom if the people here can't breathe. If I had my way, if I had my way, oh Lord, if I had my way, I'd tear the damn thing down. If I had my way, if I had my way, oh Lord, dear If I had my way, I'd tear the whole thing down. Thank you very much. And I'd like to ask the band to come back up here. We have a couple more for you. And tonight I heard the wailing sounds of a million wires underground. Save us. Oh, 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 and the music man snaps a string. Don't give a damn, he still sings. Nobody's listening. What cares what they're missing? Goodbye, goodbye. Bodies for the new race. Make haste to find a new place for the waste. These faces and their living tombs have rooms with views. Rooms with views. Who'll buy? Who'll buy? Who'll buy? A second opinion, there's letters missed up. At one time for treason, and the owl on a perch. Old pals beneath him, moon aids the search. Hungry for something alive, alive, alive. Everybody alive, alive. Music man finishes playing his tunes and smokes his last cigar in a hostel room, screaming out a song about all things connected. Oh, the eagle has fallen and we're all infected. one more happy sing along. Z, thank you. That was heavenly. Thank you. So,
Thank you, Sid.
all right. So we have one more song. This is another song based off of an old work. I promise you this will be the first and last time you ever see me with a pile of lyrics in front of me. So help me God. It's really like completely against the rules for my profession, but I'm honored to be here doing this. And all these songs have like thousands of lyrics. So this is based off an old song called Worried Man's Blues. And we changed the lyrics and the melodic structure a little bit. It might resonate with you a little bit. Sing along is it takes a worried mind. Oh, everything okay with the, is that coming from me? I think so. Okay. So this is going to be our last one for you, and I hope you'll sing along really well. It's called, it's a little bit sad, a little bit funny. Takes a worried mind to sing a worried rhyme. Let's go ahead and try that. Takes a worried mind
Takes a worried mind.
to sing a worried rhyme.
Sing a worried rhyme.
I'm worried now,
I'm worried now.
but if you ask,
But if you ask,
I'll say I'm doing fine.
say I'm doing fine.
Doing fine, all right? So. Well, 30 golden chains a-deading round me like a bell. 30 golden chains a-deading round me like a bell. 30 golden chains a-deading round me like a bell. I'm sorry, kids, you'll still be paying when Daddy's gone to jail. Well, it takes a worried mind to sing a worried rhyme. Takes a worried mind to sing a worried rhyme. You know it. Takes a worried mind to sing a worried rhyme. I'm worried now, but if you ask me, say I'm doing fine. Doing fine. Take it away. Hard on freedom's farm when it's dry and when it's wet. Working hard on freedom's farm when it's dry and when it's wet. Working hard on freedom's farm when it's dry and when it's wet. Paid off a bit of interest, but I haven't met her yet. And I got an Uncle Sam, he's a pretty nice old man. Oh yeah, I got an Uncle Sam, he's a pretty nice old man. Got an Uncle Sam, he's a pretty nice old man. He cooks me breakfast when I'm sick, then steals my frying pan. Hey, takes a worried mind to sing a worried rhyme. You know it. Takes a worried mind to sing a worried rhyme. It takes a worried mind to sing a worried rhyme. I'm worried now, but if you ask, I'll say I'm doing fine. Doing fine. Here we go. Do 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 do. Back to Uncle Sam. Well, he loves to save his money, and he loves to spend mine too. He loves to save his money, and he loves to spend mine too. You know it. He loves to save his money, and he loves to spend mine too. And normally I wouldn't mind, but my rent is due, and trigger happy when he drinks. Sometimes he gets mean. This is tough. He's trigger happy when he drinks. Sometimes he gets mean. Well, he's trigger happy when he drinks. Sometimes he gets mean. If you're red, black, yellow, poor or woman, you know what I mean. And it takes a worried mind to sing a worried rhyme. It takes a worried mind to sing a worried rhyme. It takes a worried mind to sing a worried rhyme. I'm worried now, but if you ask, say I'm doing fine. Well, I know you're on vacation, boss, I'm sorry to be rude. I know you're on vacation, boss, I'm sorry to be rude. I know you're on vacation, boss, I'm sorry to be rude. But I gotta say, could you raise my pay? My kids don't have no food and not a friend in sight to come and pay my bail. Not a friend in sight, oh Lord, to come and pay my bail. Not a friend in sight to come and pay my bail. But I don't mind 3 meals a day, a comfy bed in jail. Hey, it takes a worried mind to sing a worried rhyme. It takes a worried mind, my God, to sing a worried rhyme. It takes a worried mind to sing a worried rhyme. I'm worried now, but if you ask, say I'm doing fine. Let's do it, instruments. And one more time. 2, 3, do. And it takes a mountaintop to fill a valley in. It takes a mountaintop to fill a valley in. It takes a mountaintop to fill a valley in. I still believe in God these days. I think her patience wearing thin. And it takes a desperate plan to plow a burnout land. It takes a mother's hand to guide a broken man. It takes more than Uncle Sam to guide a rebel band. And it took a ton of cash to wipe the boss's tables. That's an attempt at a cheesy joke there. You know, tables is not really what rhymes with cash. Cash rhymes more with things like stash, nash, and it takes an awful heart to let it fall apart. And it takes an education to learn to love this nation. And it takes a shining soul to fight the undertow. And it took more than I know to watch a garden grow. And it takes a broken mind to always get in line. And it took a few black eyes to see through all the lies. And it takes a worried mind to sing a worried rhyme. And it takes a worried rhyme to understand these times. And it takes a worried mind to sing these worried rhymes. But I'm worried now, and if you ask, say I'm doing fine. 2, take it out. Well, I used to own a farm, but now I got a car. I used to own a farm, but now I got a car. I used to own a farm, but now I got a car. It drags me from my home to work, then hauls me to the bar. And I used to grow my food, now I buy it from the store. Used to grow my food myself, now I buy it from the store. Used to grow my food myself, now I buy it from the store. Wake up the kids, don't make a fuss. Get dressed and go, wait for your bus. I nuke my gruel, flush down my stool, dispose my plate. I can't be late, and I got a job, and I ain't no slob. And I take one last quick glance around the concrete jungle where I'm bound. Throw away this cigarette, although I haven't finished yet. Then I lock the door. Off to work once more. Thank God that I'm not. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks a lot. And it was a real honor to play for you, and I think that'll do it for us for tonight. So I think we're done. I hope you buy another beer. I hope you stick around. Somebody said there's a couple albums over there too.
I thought you were doing a bidding for that one.
Yeah, no, just this one. Yeah, no. There are 2 different albums, and I would be so happy if you decided to make them Christmas presents to loved ones or something like that. Holiday gifts. So, yeah, please, yeah.
Hey, we're coming.
All right. Thanks so much, everybody. I'm going to end you with one little short thing that I didn't tell the band about, but it's just a kind of finale. So, a little and train hopping Utah Phillips. Well, I have lived a young life full of peace and quiet. I shall live an old life full of rum and riot. I have been a young lad, careful and artistic. I shall be an old man, coarse and anarchistic. Once I paid my taxes and followed every rule. Bankers, bosses, bureaucrats thought me a willing tool. I voted Democratic and paid the church its due. Now all those swine will have to find some other chump to screw. That's okay. Of interest rates and credit cards, of mortgages and rent. Bankers, bosses, bureaucrats, and preachers I repent. With rage for corporations and scorn for those elected. I shall be an old bum, loved but unrespected. Thanks, good night, everybody. Thanks so much. And please sign our little email list in the little journal there. And it's a great honor to us that you came and you stayed for all of our sets. And on a Sunday night, many of you have to get up really early. Thank you so much. No como obscuridad. Thanks, Courtney. Thanks, Steve. And please give it up for Zoe and Punamu and Jeremy and Zia one more time.